Om Shanti. We are going to move further in our study. Om Shanti. We are going to move further now in our study. We have learned about meditation, right? Now you are clear on step 1 and step 2 meditation. Okay. In this session, we are going to focus on time cycle. Okay. I'm going to tell you some new things about the time cycle. All right. See, one of the things we learned about time cycle is is that time cycle is 5,000 years long. Okay. Right now, we have created the impression within us that time cycle is millions and millions of years based on the information we have been reading from the outside one. Now, it doesn't have strong base. Why? Because all the information that we are hearing is changing over the period of time. Okay, like scriptures. Before, in scriptures also, it has indicated the Kali Yuga is around 1200 years. Okay, later they have used divine concept and they multiplied with big numbers. Okay, and then they have increased it. Okay, so that is not a strong base, something that changes all the time, right? As far as scientific inventions, okay, or scientific predictions, it changes over the time. Big Bang theory, you name it, right? Anything that is connected with the time cycle. So we don't have any stable support that or evidence that proves that cycle is millions and millions of years. It's just prediction. Okay, think about it. If the human beings can't even remember things from their birth, okay, how could one can imagine, okay, that even any scientific measurement, any instrument can even measure that length of a time, okay? It's not possible. We ourselves, soul as a living being cannot remember the previous birth. How can the non-living thing will have the power, okay, to measure something which is that all? Okay, and God is also saying that we are already getting tired within this, ever since the cycle started, it was just 5,000 years and we are getting tired already. Okay, at the end of the 5,000 years, and how can it, how can there be years longer than that? Okay, and you already have seen the video. So many other reasons are there. Population is so increasing drastically. It's already been said that the world is being you can say the over exaggerated, okay, with number of people. It's there and it's holding, and as well as you can also say the pollution, okay, the impurity, how the nature has been treated, okay. How human beings treating the nature and how we are seeing the unpredictable situation happening in the nature. It doesn't support the fact that the world can able to even last millions of years. Okay. So all these reasons are there. Okay. I have not created a separate recording on this, but if you would like to know, we can have a session. I can show, show the proof. Later, I might have the recording. Okay. But I will keep some PDFs in the description box. You can take a look at it. Okay. If you have questions, you can let me know, because this is a major belief needs to be changed in order to in order to connect with God. Okay, and understand what is happening in the world. Okay, so cycle is only 5,000 years, and one of the proofs is swastika. Okay, swastika's 4-quadrant. We are going to understand swastika a little bit, and I will also put this PDF, okay, in the description box. If you want to take a look at it, we are just focusing on the essence here. Take the main points. Okay, we don't really need to have so many points, when few main points that is like so clear that I really don't need to change my thought process again and look for on that thing more outside. God is doing that. Just okay. This is the truth now. Put full stop to it. Now I don't have to really read about cycle anymore. Okay, because it's so clear and firm. We have to so much to focus on ourselves, and we are keeps getting scattered without making a decision on one thing. We can never reach anywhere. Okay, our intellect will be non-stop working all the time, and we are trying to now slow down our intellect, and this is the only way, okay, that God is doing. So very, very important. You are receiving information, so you can make a decision, and truth is not hard to be recognized. Okay. So swastika. See the meaning of swastika. Swastik. Okay. So it is a sign. It's a symbol or sign of auspiciousness. Okay. May the auspicious happen. Okay. It is used also in poetry and a lot of artifacts or monuments which have been uh, found during excavations as well. Okay, and this symbol is used in all the religions. That you will see the proof in a minute. It is known as tetragrammaton. Okay, because if you put four inverted L's together, okay, it will create this shape. Okay, and then Heckenkreuze, it is used by Hitler. Okay, so now this is a very important point. People from Europe and from the East, okay, sorry, from the West, they take this symbol as a sign of negativity. But you need to understand, okay, it's not the swastika that has been represented here. You see, it's a hooked cross, okay, where this hooked cross came from, it's from Hitler. Hitler was raised, okay, when during his childhood, when he was being raised, upbringing was happening in monastery in Austria. He saw this repeatedly, the hooked cross in many places. Okay, so based on that, he kept that as a symbol, okay, not as a swastika. The swastika means auspiciousness, okay, that's why in Veda and different places it is used as a symbol of good luck, okay, auspiciousness. We still use that, right? That is the holy symbol of our Sanatan Dharam as well, okay? And not just Sanatan Dharam, okay? Even in Christianity, Muslim, Jainism, it is used, okay? A symbol, okay, of great importance. So it's very, very important to understand. The meaning of swastika also means swastika. Okay, that means the self. Swa means self. Okay, and sthiti means stabilize. Okay, in the stage of purity. And how we do that, right? It's not just about drawing and thinking of if we think that I want to stay in the stage of purity, we become pure. No. Okay. Only when we take complete knowledge of 4 ages, we can create good fortune. Okay, so that's what God is telling us, that we need to take the knowledge of the whole creation. Okay, so we can able to stabilize in our stage, but that is only possible when we recognize God and accept God. Okay, all right. So swastika represents 4 ages being equally divided. Okay, you see the four quadrants here, 1250, 1250, 1250, 1250. Okay, so God is saying that all the ages are equally divided. Okay, it's not that time of happiness is longer than time of sorrow. No, all the ages are equally divided. That's why the swastika is shown here. Okay, in all the religion, this symbol is used because everybody takes this knowledge, all the souls from all the religions, because to attain salvation, liberation. Okay. And the 4 dots of swastika is indicating us souls, okay, as point of light. Because we all souls play part on this wall-like stage as actors. Okay, so dots represent souls, and it's cyclical in nature. Okay, it repeats again and again. You have already received the Gita references. If not, you will receive in the Gita section. Okay, so the circle represents that drama is cyclic in nature. Okay. Now, swastika, about swastika, there is one thing. It is also known as satya. Okay. So a swastika is drawn on earth, right? So earth in here, it represents earth-like intellect. Okay. Earth-like intellect. So what is God doing? Right? In our intellect, He is helping us to imbibe the truth, right? The knowledge of the creator and creation, right? So that's why we draw it on the earth. And also the arms, 4 arms, you see, right arms, left arms, okay? So right arms are good, right? And whenever we do something good, the 2 arms on the right, 2 arms on the left, right? The arms on the right side, indicators of heaven. Arms on the left side are the indicators of hell. Okay. So left noble acts we do with the right hands, right? So in here, that's what's indicating. Okay. That on the right side, we see that we were pure, peaceful, happy. Then our purity declines a little bit. Okay. And then left side, then we go to the left side in the world of hell. Okay. We become semi-impure and then we become impure. Okay, so that's where we are right now. All right. So swastika is a holy symbol by all major religions. You can go through this, okay, if you want to understand. So this one point I want you to get from this is when God comes, look at this. This is God's knowledge. What is the proof? He's harmonizing everyone. His information is such that he's connecting with everyone. Okay, very, very important. Right now, what is happening? Body conscious religions. Okay, my religion, your religion. If you believe this, then only God will bring you the benefit. No, right? In here, the information that you are receiving, you can take a look. Okay, God is not partializing anyone, but He is bringing reality in front of us. And He's here to harmonize everyone. So He is giving us facts that will harmonize everyone. Okay, so that's why it's important to notice that why this is why we consider this to be God's information. Okay, that is God is here and He is giving us this information. Okay, a couple more things and then we are done with this session. Okay, so a couple more things I want to point out on cycle. All right. Number 1. Okay, in this cycle, God only comes once. Okay, very, very important. All the avatars, okay, that we have read and heard, okay, in the scriptures, we have to understand it's a memorial of this time. Okay, God being revealed through his permanent chariot, okay, in multiple forms. Okay, by performing multiple tasks. Okay, God expressed his speciality, right, through one chariot, whoever liked whichever speciality, whichever task, based on that, they named it. Okay, Krishna means to attract, right? Ram, we already have saw, right, to entertain. Okay, one who delights, one in whom yogi is delights. Okay, one who entertains everyone, right? Shiv Shankar, we understood the meaning of bringing peace, right? Narayan, the one who remains in the water of knowledge, right? He has his intellect or constantly merged into the water of knowledge. Okay. Immersed into the water of knowledge, right? Kalki Avatar, which means when God narrates the truth, people defames him. right? Especially in this world of falsehood, right? So that's why he's known as Kalki Avatar. Okay. So it's important to understand, okay, that there is one chariot who's revealed in different forms at this time, in whom God came in the path of bhakti, was known by different names. Okay. As far as the question comes, why in the scripture they have it in the different ages? For that, you have to study from God and really deepen your intellect a little bit to understand it. But I will just give you one point on that. Okay, so God is telling us scriptures, all the stories in the scriptures, okay, are the memorial of the current time. It actually did not happen. Very, very important. All the things that we have read, it might be Shiv Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata, it did not occur. Okay, Mahabharata did not happen in the Copper Age. It is happening right now. Ramayana is happening right now. Srimad Bhagavatam is happening right now. Very, very important. Whenever there is God, only the stories can take place. Okay, so God, according to God's knowledge, whatever actions were performed here by God, okay, it took a form of a story in the path of bhakti, but it doesn't mean it happened at that time. Okay, God had also used some you can say story, okay, to explain to us here. Okay, he has used some examples to explain to us, and that those examples they have created in form of a story using those examples and characters. They created certain stories and they made it like it has occurred actually. Okay, but that is not real. Okay, there is no archaeological evidence. Doesn't matter how many times people say. Okay, all these stories, when they were popular, there were a lot of kings, or maharajas, you can say, right, emperor kings at that time. Okay, all the big kings, they had created the you can say structure like what had described in the story, and later when that structure is found, they are just connecting that, oh, based on archaeological evidence, look, it has already occurred. Okay, they say about Ram Setu, but it has been falsified that it has really happened. That is a natural, you can say, the natural it was a natural setup, okay, that was there. But we have given that, oh, that is actually from the time of Ram, when Shri Ram were there in Treta Yuga. No, okay, very, very important. So during this time, okay, this is we call as a shooting period. During this time, okay, outlook is happening. Okay, during this time, you can say this PDF, I will keep it. Okay, it's the stamping of the outlook, population, arrival time of the souls in this world, nature of all ages takes place. Okay, and this is the time we say as a confluence age. Okay, confluence age. Okay, after 4 cycles, the end of this cycle and the beginning of the new cycle, this is called elevated confluence age. This is the arrow you see here. Okay, that's the only time when God comes. God comes and he reveals all the main actors, right? We just came to know 5. All of us are also main actors who supports the main actors actually. So we also, we are playing important role. Okay, so we also will be revealed. We will also worship, right? There is a praise of 33 crore deities. Think about it. Okay, we are part of them. So I hope you are getting it. Okay, very, very important. So God says that this is the time, okay, we are the one, as it says, the superiority of every kind, kingdom, righteous sanskars, righteous relationship, righteous quality of the soul is recorded like a record now. Okay, we feel our sanskars, okay, of both ascending celestial degrees and descending celestial degrees of 84 births at this time. Okay, the time of recording is going now. Okay, so we are recording, the ones who record the record in the unlimited, the ones who record the record for the entire cycle. Do you pay attention to all these topics all the time? Okay, so basically, in which religion I will go, what kind of quality of life I will have, all the sanskars is being imprinted right now, of your good or bad sanskars, and at different time it just emerges. Okay. So many people say, right, in the path of bhakti, oh, look, in the past birth, they might have done bad karmas. That's why it's happening. It's not just past birth. Okay, how the good and bad karma occurs, nobody knows, right? Now God is revealing that fact that, oh, it's because you had bad sanskars. That's why you are performing bad karmas. But when did you create that sanskars? It's at this time. It's so subtle, right? Everything is so subtle. This confluence age is just 100 years long. God comes and he says, there's 100 years, there's 100 years. Whoever makes effort, accordingly, whatever the shooting they do, accordingly, they will get the fruit. That's it. It's up to us. And in that 100 years, only 15 years remain now. We only have less than 15, not even 15, less than 15 years. Think about it. Okay. Even scientists nowadays say that, oh, this world will not last until even 2040. Okay, very, very important. Now we have been scattered by what people are saying that changes over the time. Let's take this opportunity, because if we miss it, then we miss it. We can't change it at the end, because its time is done. So now who is going to become a deity? It depends on how much knowledge you imbibe after recognizing God, how much we are committed to him as God, and be loyal and faithful to him and study from him, make effort. Okay, based on that, our destiny is created for the next 5,000 years until God comes. Okay, we are the one who are now imprinting Sato, Rajo, Tamo, Guna. Which one will be dominated? That's why not everyone comes in the golden age. Okay, so golden age, the population initially is how much? Okay, God says the world begins with the population of, okay, of just 4.5 lakhs, 450,000. Think about it, those 450,000 go to the new world with this body. Okay, and then at the end of, by the end of the Satyuga, golden age, only 20 million is there. And then the 100 million. So throughout the whole heaven, okay, only 100 million by the end of the heaven. So the selection process is going, but God is not doing judgment. It's our own judgment here. Okay, so very, very important. This is not to force you to believe me, but just to bring awareness of where we are right now. Okay. So this is a shooting is going on. Okay, so big outlook, like God is revealed like right now in the shooting period. Even in the Bhakti Marg, they say, right, the golden age is 4 times greater than Iron Age. Okay, they have came up with this number based on the ratio. Okay, this number is connecting at this time, 16, 12, 8, 4. This is the time period for the shooting of all the ages. Okay, 16 years for the shooting of golden age. It will become clear when you study from God every day, and when the Sattvika will come in you. Okay, automatically it will everything will be crystal clear. You just need to give some time and patience. Okay, but once you start this journey, you will see how much we are opening our intellect. Okay, but again, knowledge is only the key here. Okay, how much we want to engage our intellect in this knowledge is the key. Studying from God. Okay, so in the shooting period, God was revealed in a Shiv Shankar form. Then in the Silver Age, God was revealed in the form of Ram. In the Copper Age, it's form of Krishna, and in Iron Age, Kalankidhar. It's about in this time. Okay, in 100 years of time, even in there, between 1947 to 1936 till 2003 or 4, that time, until that time period. Okay, that was designated to create the outlook, big outlook of the 4 ages. Okay, one of the outlook is the revelation of God. Okay, but again, just take the essence. Okay, that everything that we can think of right now. Okay, it's everything, how the world is basically right now, and things are taking place. The shooting of its of it is happening right now. Okay, everything is pre-decided in a way that it's going to happen. Okay, God is saying that because at this time outlook was created, but God did not create it, it just happened. God just put forth the knowledge, and he just played his part, and in the process all this outlook and then our sanskar, we based on the knowledge we started creating our sanskars, the recording of our sanskars, and our basically life of the next 84 births. Okay, if you want to understand more, we can talk about it, but at this time just get the essence and just focus on studying from God. Okay, I think we will stop it here for now. Okay, and one more thing. Okay, so foundation of all rituals and festivals. Okay, I will put something in description box. You can go through it. Okay, as an example. Okay, like Mahashivratri. You already have seen, right? Raksha Bandhan. You will see that how it's God's task has become a memorial in the path of bhakti. But the way we have seen and connected through the stories of scriptures, that's not reality. Very, very important. Okay, so God is completely turning our intellect 360 degree. That's what we need, going from Rajo and Tamo to Sato. Okay, and we really have to work with that. Okay, take that shock, the thunderstorm or lightning shock, and then it will be easier later. Okay, Om Shanti. Best wishes.